Think milk is always healthy. Think again. Some of the most common milks on your grocery shelf could be silently spiking your blood sugar every single day. Welcome back to Everly Health, your go-to channel for smart, simple, and science-backed diabetic tips, especially for those of us over 50. In today's video, we're exposing 3 types of milk that seem harmless, but are actually blood sugar traps for people living with diabetes. And yes, one of them is likely sitting in your fridge right now. Whether you've just been diagnosed or you've been managing diabetes for years, this could be the most eye-opening 10 minutes you'll watch today. So stay with us because number 2 might surprise you the most. Number 1, flavored milk, especially chocolate and strawberry milk. At first glance, flavored milk might seem like an innocent treat. After all, it's just milk with a little flavor, right? Wrong. Flavored milks like chocolate, strawberry, or even banana are loaded with added sugars that can send your blood glucose levels soaring. One small carton of chocolate milk can contain up to 22 grams of sugar. That's nearly as much as a can of soda. For diabetics, especially those over 50, this kind of sugar surge can be dangerous. The problem isn't just the sweetness, it's how fast that sugar hits your bloodstream. Because flavored milk is liquid, your body digests it quickly, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. Combine that with the lactose already present in milk, and you've got a double whammy of sugar that can be hard to manage. And let's not forget, most flavored milks have little to no fiber or healthy fat to slow down absorption. Some brands even sneak in high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, and stabilizers, making it less of a health drink and more like a sugary dessert in disguise. These additives don't just raise blood sugar, they may also contribute to insulin resistance over time, especially if consumed regularly. What's most concerning is how marketed these milks are, especially to seniors, as nutritious and comforting. But the truth is, many flavored milk products are closer to milkshakes than real milk. They're often disguised in wellness packaging, making you feel like you're making a smart choice, when in reality, you're setting your body up for a glucose roller coaster. If you crave that chocolatey taste, a better choice would be to make your own version at home using unsweetened almond milk and a dash of 100% cocoa powder with a natural sweetener like stevia or monk fruit. This way, you control the sugar content without compromising on flavor. Number 2, whole cow's milk. Whole cow's milk has been a breakfast staple for generations. Many of us grew up drinking it every day, believing it was the ultimate source of strength, calcium, and nourishment. But for people living with diabetes, especially over age 50, whole milk can quietly sabotage your blood sugar and heart health. The main concern? Its high saturated fat content and natural lactose sugar. Lactose, the natural sugar found in milk, is a simple carbohydrate, and that means it breaks down quickly in the body. 1 cup of whole milk contains about 12 grams of lactose, which can still lead to moderate blood sugar spikes, especially if consumed with other carbs like cereal or toast. While that may not sound like much, repeated small spikes throughout the day can lead to insulin resistance over time. But that's not all. Whole milk also contains saturated fats, which, when consumed in excess, can increase LDL, bad cholesterol levels, and raise the risk of cardiovascular disease, something diabetics are already at higher risk for. This becomes even more concerning for seniors, whose metabolism and insulin sensitivity naturally decline with age. Another hidden problem is that many people pair whole milk with high-carb meals like pancakes, sugary granola, or bread. The combination of fast carbs and lactose becomes a recipe for an even sharper blood sugar surge. Plus, because milk doesn't make you feel full for long, you might end up snacking again soon after, creating a cycle of unstable glucose. If you still enjoy dairy, consider switching to low-fat or unsweetened plant-based alternatives like unsweetened almond milk, cashew milk, or flax milk. These tend to have lower glycemic impact, and many are fortified with calcium and vitamin D without the lactose or saturated fat that whole milk brings. Number 3, sweetened plant-based milks. like sweetened almond, oat, or soy milk. Plant-based milks have exploded in popularity, and for good reason. They're lactose-free, often lower in calories, and come in a wide variety of flavors. But here's the catch. Not all plant-based milks are diabetic friendly. Many of the sweetened versions, like vanilla almond milk, chocolate oat milk, or even sweetened soy milk, contain added sugars that can spike your blood glucose just as fast as regular dairy milk. In fact, 1 cup of sweetened vanilla almond milk can have up to 15 grams of added sugar. That's more than 3 teaspoons of sugar in what seems like a healthy drink. For someone managing diabetes, especially over 50, that's a blood sugar spike waiting to happen, especially if consumed daily with coffee, cereal, or smoothies. The problem is that the labels can be misleading. Some brands don't clearly distinguish between natural sugars from oats or soy and added sugars like cane sugar or syrup. And unless you're reading the nutrition label closely, it's easy to assume that all almond milk or oat milk is a healthy choice. But the flavored or sweetened versions can quickly undo the benefits of going plant-based. Another thing to watch out for is oat milk, even the unsweetened kind. Oats are naturally high in carbs, and oat milk tends to have a higher glycemic index compared to almond or flax milk. That means it can raise your blood sugar faster, even if there's no sugar added. So while it sounds trendy and healthy, it might not be the best pick for blood sugar control. The safer choice? Always go for unsweetened versions. Look for labels that say unsweetened clearly on the front, and check the sugar content on the nutrition panel. Bonus points if the milk also has added calcium and vitamin D without unnecessary additives. With the right choice, plant-based milk can still be a great part of a diabetic-friendly diet. Smart tip, read the label every time. When it comes to milk, whether dairy or plant-based, the nutrition label is your best friend. Don't rely on words like healthy, natural, or low fat on the front of the carton. Flip it around and check the sugar content. Look for the word unsweetened and watch out for hidden ingredients like syrups, concentrates, or stabilizers. Even a small amount of added sugar can have a big impact on your blood glucose if consumed daily. If you're over 50 and living with diabetes, your body becomes more sensitive to these small changes. That's why choosing the right milk can make a huge difference in keeping your blood sugar stable throughout the day. Stick to unsweetened plant-based milks or low-fat dairy options, and always pair your milk with high-fiber, low-carb foods to slow down sugar absorption. Small swaps can lead to big wins in your long-term health. And there you have it, 3 milks that might be sabotaging your blood sugar without you even knowing it. Remember, managing diabetes isn't just about what you avoid, but also about making smarter, daily choices. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a tip that could change your health. Until next time, stay smart, stay healthy, and keep putting your well-being first.